السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. My dear respected brothers and sisters, we'll continue with the story of Ibrahim alayhi salatu salam. He has been blessed with a new baby, a baby boy by the name of Ismail alayhi salatu salam. He made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for many years, and he's blessed with a child, and he's 80 plus. His dua is finally accepted. And why did he want a child? To provide wealth for him, to make him rich? No. He wanted a child so that the message of At-Tawheed, the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it continues throughout the world. But the trials continued. His wife Sarah becomes jealous that Hajar and Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam have a son. So she wants Hajar to leave. She wants Hajar to leave. And Hajar and her son Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam have to leave. And they are commanded, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is commanded to leave them in a valley by the name of Bakka. Bakka is the former name of Makkah. So he is commanded to abandon them in Makkah, a deserted valley. Nobody lives there. There's no greenery, there's no water, there's nothing. Totally abandoned. Dry desert land. I want you to imagine for a moment that Ibrahim has been blessed with this child after many, many years. And now at the age of 1, Ismail is 1 year old. He's turning his back against his child because Allah commanded him. He's leaving his wife, abandoning her in Makkah. Imagine how difficult that would have been for Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. He makes dua as mentioned in the Quran. ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم. And Hajar, she calls Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam that, where are you going? You are leaving us here alone? Why are you doing this? Where has all this come from? Imagine the pain of the wife. She has just given birth. There's a young child to feed, to take care of. A woman needs help in raising a child. It's difficult for one woman, in our times especially. Especially when a woman gives birth, not through the natural method, but has for example, a cesarean, a C-section. It's difficult for the mother to breastfeed, to change the nappies, to be awake with that child day and night. It's important. They need support. And she needed support. Why are you leaving us behind? And that 1-year-old child, Ismail, is crying, and the father has turned his back against them. Imagine. So Hajar, she asks Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, that has Allah commanded you to do this? And he is able to reply, and he says, yes. And then listen to her response. She says, if that is the case, then Allah will take care of us. She has complete trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She says that Allah will take care of us. And so Ibrahim leaves. After a few days. The few dates that they had, the few dates that she had, they finish. The water's finished. What does she do? She's got a hungry 1-year-old crying. So she panics. She knows, and she has complete faith that Allah will help her. But where is that help going to come from, and how? So she runs from one mountain to another. Safa Marwa. She does this 7 times. And today the Hujjaj, they will be commemorating the life of Hajar. They will be commemorating, and they will also be performing the Safa Marwa in the Hajj, and every person who goes to Umrah, they also perform the sa'i. They run from Safa, Marwa 7 times. So she goes looking for help. Not once, not twice, not thrice. She continues. Another lesson we learn from here is never to give up. If she wanted to go a few times, Safa, Marwa, a few times, and she would have given up. She would have said, I give up. There's no help. No help from above, no help from anywhere. But she continued. 7 times. She goes to Safa, she's looking. Will there be any caravan coming? Will anybody help us? And then she goes to Marwa and she's looking there. 7 times she continues. She never gives up because she knew the help of Allah is coming. And then what happens? Little does she know that Jibreel will come down. And with one touch of the wing of Jibreel, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless them with the blessed water of Zamzam. The blessed water of Zamzam will come from beneath the feet of Hajar and her son Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. Yes, in the middle of a desert, you have the water of Zamzam. Until today, nobody has been able to tell you where this water is coming from. In the middle of a desert, there's water, blessed Zamzam water. Millions of billions of trillions of Muslims have drunk this water. The Hujjaj have been drinking for thousands of years. This water is more than 4,000 years old. And then even the non-Hujjaj, they drink the Zamzam as well. The Hujjaj will bring Zamzam with them. The Mu'tamirin, they will bring the Zamzam with them. Wherever they're going back, whether it's Pakistan, England, America, New Zealand, Hong Kong, China, wherever, they take Zamzam with them. Alhamdulillah. Nowadays, subhanAllah, you go to a walima and you'll see the small bottles with the name of the bride and groom, and they have Zamzam water as well. SubhanAllah. But the trials continue. The trials continue. Ibrahim now is told to visit his son, Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. But this was not going to be any normal visit. This was not going to be a family get-together. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He commands Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam to sacrifice his son. And this was not going to be an accident. Ismail was not going to die by accident. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is commanded that you will sacrifice your son with your own hands. You will put him down and you will sacrifice him. You will cut his throat. Imagine that. Imagine that. Your one and only child. Remember, he doesn't have Ishaq yet. This is only one and only child. A great command. A command of this magnitude will never be given to another person. But Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he goes to his son. Remember, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam is 90 years old. So he goes to his one and only son. And he mentions that in a dream, he sees that he is sacrificing his son and what should be done. And what was the response of the son? Did the son say, "You're crazy, Dad? What's this? You're going to kill me? How dare you?" What happens next? We will find out in part number 5, inshallah, bi'ithnillah. Until then, أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. فجزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.